I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know I'm getting a little, like, in-depth here. That might be cool, that might not. And the game's probably going to tell us some of this later. But
I feel strong.
I played a lot of this game.
I think I can climb out of here now.
Really? Also, your subtitles don't match what you're actually saying. That's not new, though. That happened before as well. As you learn things about the world, either through your own actions or through interacting with people, you unlock knowledge about people, places, things, and actions. Deeper knowledge can be revealed when you gain the trust of other survivors you meet. Okay. That's a new thing. Never really ran into other survivors before. So I've got the feeling now they've finally released me from tutorial mode, and they're going to finally let me escape. I don't see any more sticks. You want to scavenge as you go. Trying to break down branches takes time and you'll get cold. So if you can, like, scavenge sticks or, various things along the way that don't take time.
Only one way to go. Up.
That's a good move if you can do it. Alright. Let's get out of here. You also want to avoid doing crafting or anything that takes time when you're just outdoors. If possible, you always want to wait until you can get to some sort of shelter. Because if you're doing anything outdoors that takes a lot of time, you will generally get cold, and if it's snowing, you will assumedly get wet as well. Let's see. Yeah, so Will's coat's gotten less wet. That's good. We are getting cold at the moment, though. So hopefully we'll find some sort of half-decent shelter soon. Caves are not great shelter. They're okay emergency shelters, but they're not great. You don't get very warm in them. You usually have to have a fire running in order to keep from freezing to death. And there's always the possibility of bears. It's always better to find a building if you can, from what I've seen. Also, I don't know how long we're going to be doing this today, but we're going to do it for a bit. At least an hour, maybe more.
Made it.
There are a lot of rose hips. Being very generous with them. I've never seen this many in one place. Are they going to introduce us to any scary creatures yet? I hope not. I don't really have anything to defend myself or heal myself with. I can run. That's good. Ah, okay. I don't know how long this has been in the game. It might have been in there before, but it looks like if your condition isn't 100%, you don't have 100% stamina wheel, which makes sense,
I sure hope
I can dig that.
There.
I see you're still wearing it.
Huh? Wearing what?
Your ring. Our ring.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I just forgot to take it off.
I wear mine too.
Why?
Memories, I guess.
I thought you wanted to forget.
Not all of it.
Look. I should have looked for you.
It's okay. I've kept busy. I've moved on.
You sure? Because this all seems pretty familiar. You still working with that researcher? Dr. What's his name?
No. No, I'm not working at the center anymore.
Well, then where?
I'm working on my own. Freelance, you could say.
Freelance doctor. That sounds legit.
I don't question your life choices, Mackenzie. Plenty of things you could be doing besides hanging out in your dad's old plane and drinking in the daytime.
Hey, we had a lot of good times in this plane. And it's under control.
I know, okay? I'm not here to fight, really.
I think about him all the time, you know?
I know you do.
But I did. The choice I made. I did it for us.
You don't have to. Let's just not...
No. It's important that you hear this. There's things I need to say.
Mackenzie, not now. There's...
Just let me tell you.
Will, shut up for a second. Something's wrong.
That is not good.
What's going on?
Power's gone. Whole electrical system looks fried.
Shit! What's happening?
No power means we're going down. Hold tight.
Will?
There must be signs of Astrid around here somewhere.
And that's about all we know about the story. The story for the longest time...
Not sure which of us looks worse. Poor girl. This isn't how things were supposed to end.
The story for the longest time has been there was some sort of electromagnetic thing that happened and caused all the power and everything, you know, any electronics to stop working. Are you in there? I don't see you. Ooh, beef jerky. And it was reflected by you could find radios and microwaves and stuff in the game, and you'd flip them and nothing would happen. But that's all we've known so far for like the longest time, is that some sort of electromagnetic something is the problem. And we don't know any more than that. Okay, I don't think we're going to get anything from that. There's this update at one point, which you can probably hear, or you might be able to hear, depends on how I balance the audio, where they made it so that depending on what items you're carrying is like how your character, like you'll hear noises basically of your character walking and the items clanging around. Like if you get a lantern, you'll hear a lantern clanging when you're walking. Just stuff like that. It's really neat. I actually really like that they put that one in. Okay. So that is frozen. Don't want to wear that. And you can see that is detrimental to us in a lot of ways. And I think this jacket's better anyway. Let's see. It is lighter than the coat, but it's just... It's not good in a lot of ways. But we're gonna hang on to it. We're not having a weight problem at the moment. Oh, this looks important.
She definitely passed through here. And in a hurry.
Walking through snow with a heavy pack can get tiring, but sometimes you just have to run. Escape wildlife, avoid weak ice, or get to shelter faster by sprinting. Keep in mind, sprinting uses up more calories than walking, and your sprint stamina is limited by how restrictive your clothing is. Takes you a little while to recover sprint stamina. Okay. Are we going to run into whatever she ran into? I have a feeling this is a very open area compared to what we've seen so far. Keep our ears peeled. Don't peel your ears, by the way. That's probably dangerous. See, that's a branch, and that'll take 10 minutes to break down. And I think it breaks down into like 2 or 3 sticks. It's useful if you really need firewood, but Not if you're just scavenging while walking. Oh, God. Okay, so we are at risk for hypothermia because we are freezing. That was something they added at some point. I do remember that. I could make a campfire out here, but I think I'm going to have to waste a lot of fuel to get that working well. And I don't know if this is somewhere we want to stop anyway. So we're just going to tough it out and hope we don't get hypothermia. I may regret this later, I don't know. I'm hoping there's a shelter somewhere. And if there is, we can start a campfire. Stone. Ah, yes. Alright, so this is a thing they added. They added stones that you can use on wildlife. Pick up small stones and use them to stun rabbits. Grab it while it's stunned. If you can kill it, you can eat it. Okay. Do I aim between the hands? So they each weigh half a pound. We're going to grab a couple. Because I have a feeling we're going to need it. I do have to say, these hand animations, I think they added that pretty recently, do look a little strange. But it's not bad, it's just weird. I was like, what are these little, like, things? Are they animal droppings?
Someone's been here recently. Could it have been Astrid?
Someone stupid who didn't take their firewood with them. Okay. We're gonna get us a rabbit. Oh, I got him! Suck it, rabbit! Break his neck. Oh, don't look. Oh, no, it's a poor rabbit. I'm sorry. Forgive me. That's a new mechanic. Being able to murder rabbits. Okay, so how do you equip stone? Stone is 2. Got him! Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, poor rabbit. I'm starting to feel a little bad. They made these rabbits slower. Come here, you stupid rabbit. Oh, I love this mechanic. It's great. Got it. Don't look. Oh, his poor little neck. Sorry, rabbit. We're gonna harvest this too. These are good. They give you cattail stalks, you can eat them, and a cattail head, which is tender. Very, very useful things, especially early game, because you can usually find a body of water somewhere. And they'll give you tinder and, like, very basic food, but it's pretty useful, I'd say. I almost wonder if we should just start a fire out here. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We got something to cook now. But yeah, very, very useful to grab those. That's an interesting rabbit mechanic. Rabbits were always kind of a hard thing to do. Like,
Come on.
they were a mix between being kind of annoying to get and not worth it, because they don't give you a lot of food. You can make snares, but they just weren't super great. Oh, sorry, I got a text telling me that the internet person's coming in about an hour or so. Let's throw some sticks on here. And, oh, do you have to prepare rabbits? Hold on. I bet you do. What do I do with the rabbits? Where's the rabbit? You've got to harvest. Okay. Ah, okay. Gotcha. That's... Okay. You know what? We'll stay warm while we're harvesting right here. That's okay. Okay, so hypothermia risk is gone. Oh, dang it. I was trying to catch it before it stopped. We need to cook said rabbit. Hold on. What's my temperature at? We're okay-ish. We're going to harvest another rabbit. Yeah, we're at risk for hypothermia again, I know. And we've got plenty of fuel, so we might as well burn a bit of it and get some food. There's this, oh yeah, so back to what I was saying, rabbits, they don't give you a lot of food. The best way to get them was with snares, and I think snares require... I think they require you to have some dried guts from, like, something to use as part of the snare. So they're kind of like a mid-game. You can't really get them early game unless you get lucky. They're kind of a mid-gamey thing. And they were hard to get, so I'm glad they introduced this mechanic. It's a lot easier to get them now. Okay, so I'm going to harvest this last one. Another mechanic they recently introduced was the ability to, well, for the ability to get the rabbit and put it in your inventory. So I don't have to, I can harvest it someplace warm. I don't have to do it outside. That's a new thing, and that's really cool. Alright. We are losing condition because we are both hungry and thirsty, so we're going to change that in just a moment. I think we have enough rose hips that if I'm really injured, I should be able to, yeah. I've got plenty, so yeah, if I get really injured, I can make some more, but for right now, I'm going to go ahead, sorry, getting used to the inventory, I'm going to go ahead and drink that. It'll give some calories, it'll make me warmer, and it'll give me something to drink as well. Let's go ahead and eat rabbit. That's cooked, right? No, that crap!
Stomach.
That wasn't cooked.
It hurts.
I'm sorry.
It hurts.
Forgive me. I'm so dumb. I didn't mean to do it. Do we have anything to deal with that? Man. I'm kind of bummed out about that. That was an accident. What do I need to heal that? Okay, so I can drink another one of those. So let's do that. Let's add some more fuel. What time is it? I think it's about midday. Let's make some more rose hips. Then we can treat ourselves with that instead of using the medicine. Medicine's really easy to have around, so you kind of want to avoid like using pre-made medicine if possible, because it's usually really lightweight and it's really easy to get. Or not easy to get, it's easy to carry. Okay, yeah, you see that plus by the little thermostat down there? I think that means I'm still benefiting from the warm food, or from the warm drink, I mean. Treatment didn't do anything, what do you mean? I think I just need to sleep, actually. Maybe I'm just doing... I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Hold on. Oh, I see, so I've taken both. Whoops. So yeah, I do need to sleep. There's recovery time involved with that as well. Okay. We're going to cook the rest of the rabbit really quick, and then we'll go. You're going to have to forgive me. There are going to be moments like that happening a lot. And if you are experienced in this game, you're going to get upset at me. And I think it is getting dark. Alright, that's okay. We're warm, we're tired, but we're full on food and water for the most part, and we've got extras. It's getting a little bit darker. Here's what we're going to do. Gonna make a torch out of that. I think we're good on rabbits now. I'm not gonna hunt any more rabbits. I am gonna grab some more cattails if I see any, though. Just easy food and tinder. And you don't have to cook it or anything, so it's pretty okay. Alright. I think we're good. We are tired, but I do see some more stuff to collect up this way. I think this is the way we need to go. It also looks like we are slightly overweight. Yes, we are overweight because we're very tired. In fact, I think the food poisoning makes us exhausted quicker. And if you get tired, like, you know, too tired, you start losing carrying capacity, so something you want to avoid if you can.
There must be a way to get up there.
Old man's beard. That is useful for medical purposes. Moss to prevent infection. We'll prepare that at a later time. I don't think we need it right now. Alright, now I'm not sure if this torch is going to stay with us while we climb up here. Nah, it's not. That's okay. I think we could have... Well, actually, I don't think we could have put that one in our inventory, because that's not a real torch. It's more like a burning stick. They actually changed the... changed it a little bit, because it used to look like a burning stick, and now it looks like a torch again. Okay, another deer. Quarter. Okay, so this is a new thing they introduced as well, the option to quarter an animal. Because it's really annoying to have to harvest, like, this deer out here, but you can quarter it and then take it with you. Unfortunately, I'm not really in a position to do that, nor do I really need it a lot at the moment, so I'm going to pass on it right now. Crouching makes you less obvious to wildlife. See, before I don't know if they ever had... They had a crouching mechanic. I don't know if they ever made it so you were stealthy when doing it. So... I think they actually made it useful now, because it never seemed to make a difference before. That looks like another cave. Once again, not a great place to survive, but a good emergency survival place. You're getting low on health, so we really do need to... We really do need to get to sleep soon. Just trying to harvest a couple last-minute things for the night. Don't want to die during the tutorial. That would be embarrassing. Ooh. Whoops. My bad. I think this is an actual cave. Yeah, this is a cave we can, like... This is a cave we can actually explore inside. Each light source has pros and cons. You may need to improvise light sources to see in the dark. You can craft torches out of available materials. Flares provide a one-off light source. Lanterns last longer, but use up oil. Darkness hides dangers and also prevents you from crafting. Alright, so we are going to start a fire. Radial menu. Let's just add an accelerant in.
Hard to think straight. Well, thank goodness for that.
We're going to be a lot warmer inside this cave than we would otherwise be. So that leads back out. This is our cave. There's a dead person here. Got anything cool? He's got matches,
We here.
fleece mittens. That's not bad. And he's got a torch. I really need to sleep. Let me see if they ever introduced an option for sleeping without a campfire. Otherwise, we might not have an option at that. Because we need to sleep, otherwise we're just going to keep losing health. I don't think that's an option. Okay, we're going to have to keep pushing forward, unfortunately. Let's grab that torch. See what we can do. Real torches are better than fake torches you make from campfires. How am I doing on... Okay, I think we're okay. I think they're brighter than the campfire torches and they last longer and stuff. Also, let me know how the brightness looks on your guys' end. I think it's a pretty good brightness, but it might be just a little bit dark for YouTube. I hope we find a sleeping bag or a bed soon, though. I don't think you can make your character sleep without one. Other than, obviously, they had the character do it earlier. Oh, I don't know about this. Like, this seems like a bad thing we're doing here. I don't know if we should be doing this. I want to see what's over at the left really quick. We've got plenty of supplies. It's just, you know, can't do much more. Alright, so there's a campfire. Some antiseptic. Lost in the storm. I left with the others, but the storm turned bad and I couldn't keep up. Some turned back to see if they could wait it out at the old church. Kept going, but I think I took a wrong turn. I'll backtrack in the morning to see if I can find their trail. Letter signed Alice. Can we burn it? I don't know.
Guess I'll keep the lantern.
Lantern. Sewing kit. Cloth. Good stuff. Got a sewing kit. That's actually pretty useful. We got some lantern oil for our lantern that we don't have yet. I thought there was a way to sleep if you didn't have it. It just, like, wasn't good for you, but...
I'm gonna bleed out soon.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing anymore. Or if it was, maybe it never was. I really need to hurry up and stop bumping around or I'm going to die. Please don't be any wolves. Or anything scary that's larger than a wolf, for that matter. I don't want to break that. No, don't break it down! I want the stick. Oh good, we can go outside again and die.
Astrid, where did you go?
There's gotta be a place to sleep somewhere. Wolves are not dogs, and out here they're very dangerous. They normally avoid humans, but do you want to take a chance? Like most things in nature, wolves are afraid of fire. Campfires, torches, or flares can keep them at bay. Throwing torches or flares might scare them away, but there are no guarantees. In the end, the best way to avoid tangling with wolves is to give them a wide berth. Remember, they're attracted to blood and raw meat. So if you're bleeding, they will go after you, I believe. And they'll also go after, you know, corpses and stuff. Don't think I can really get that far away from him. Stay back. He's distracted. This is even worse because I can barely see it. It's so dark. Oh, my torch is running out. I'm gonna have to make another one, I think. Come on, give me something. I want to die out here. Yeah, we're gonna make another campfire really quick. Radio menu. Can't craft. Fire. Gonna light it with the torch. We're gonna use the torch as a starter because it's almost out anyway. And throw some accelerant on there too.
That should help warm things up.
Oh, I thought they used the torch as fuel. There we go. Now we got a torch. So yeah, this thing isn't as bright, but it'll last a little bit longer, I think, than the other one was. I'll try to avoid doing too much night stuff if possible.
A road. Great. I'm not as lost as I thought.
Hey, a road. Which way to go? Should we have gone the other way? I think we should have. This doesn't look like it goes very far. No, it doesn't. Dang it. Just making mistakes all over the place. You'd think they'd anticipate the player doing this and give you a better shelter somewhere. Or like a sleeping bag or something, I don't know. Can we make a sleeping bag? That's something I should look into. No, we can't. Just gotta keep going. Gotta keep moving. I think if my condition gets low enough, if they still do this, it's gonna get all like wobbly and really annoying. Wait, I think you can sleep in cars, if I'm not mistaken. I think you could before anyway. Cars serve as shelters. You can find supplies. Okay, gotcha. We'll have to try. I can't remember if you still needed the sleeping bag to sleep in cars.
Thank goodness.
Radio does not work. Can we sleep? Yes, excellent. We're probably going to get cold. Yeah, we're getting cold. I hope I don't die while I'm asleep. The torch ran out. Okay, we are cold. We are going to sleep for 1 more hour. That'll bring my condition up a bit. It's not going to heal me, but it'll bring my condition up enough that I think I'll stop taking damage for a bit. Yeah, we're cold. Alright, so we're going to make a campfire outside and warm up a bit.
Can't feel my feet.
Man, eating that raw rabbit really screwed me up so bad. That was such a bad move.